I'm not gonna lie, this might be the best part of my day. There's still more to rip, but it does feel good getting rid of that energy, bro. Oh my gosh, like math and everything. It was just like the subject itself is just not enjoyable at all. Today I had my math final, and I studied for like a combined total of 12 hours, like I said yesterday, and that's a big feat for me. And I was waiting to get my mark to make this video, and he marked it. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing it, I was getting I got every answer. Like, I was getting all answers. I didn't really guess once. I think maybe one time. But the rest I got answers for. So I was low-key expecting like a 90 plus, maybe even 100. Like, my expectations were low-key high. But I got it back, and I got an 83. Which, to be fair, is pretty dang good for a final. And it did raise my mark by 1. So I'll take it. But I think I got to work on that. I think I got to work on my expectations. And that goes with a lot of things. I'm going to set my goals. I'm going to be manifesting my future. But I can't expect everything right away. Or even people. I can't expect everyone to be the nicest person of all time. I can't expect everyone to be immediately kind to me, no questioning at all. And that kind of happened today. I was at the gym, and you need a key fob to get in, right? So I was trying to get my earbuds to connect to my phone, and they were dead. So I had to go to my car so then I can plug them in, and then they can connect, right? But I forgot to bring my key fob. So I just had my phone and my earbuds and the car keys. And I was in gym clothes. I was in sweatpants. I didn't have no water bottle, no backpack or anything, right? Get to my car, plug it in, connect them, and then I realized as I tried opening the door, I didn't have my key fob. I'm like, damn it. But then this lady I seen, she just got to the gym, so I was like, oh, okay, bet. And I've seen her probably almost 100 times, okay? And she comes over, she's walking up, she's not making eye contact or anything, but I didn't care. And then I was like, hey, excuse me, could you please open the door for me? And she said, why? Where's your key? She's like, where do you put your key? Or she's like, where's your key? And I'm like, oh, okay, I left it inside. But and then she didn't answer that. And then she scanned her fob and went inside, but when there's someone behind you and you usually open the door for them, kind of with your arm as you're walking through, she purposely did not open it for me at all, and she just walked in. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I walk in behind her, but it's so weird. Obviously I could be assuming a little bit, but when I asked her and she was like, where's your key? It sounds like, I don't know. She thought I was it was I was a young person, and she was thinking I'm immature or trying to sneak in or something. Bro, I've been there for years. You've seen me. Why you I understand the question, but no eye contact, a weird tone in your voice, so I'm not gonna lie, me ripping that was kind of some of the energy from her, because, bro, I don't know. I was already kind of disappointed from my mark. And then she just I don't know. It's just weird. I'm okay now. I can't expect everything to be perfect, everyone to be the nicest person of all time. And I can't expect a perfect result. And not that I do all the time, but, I like to have not high standards, but, I aim high. I want to do good on the things I work on. Even though I don't like math, I studied for hella long, and I really try to get that mark. Or, people usually people are like kind. I've seen her a lot. I've never talked to her, but she seemed nice. And then when she answered, like, it was just weird. A weird interaction. The vibes were not there. There's something, the energy was weird. But it's okay. And now I'm here. But yeah, I gotta work on my expectations because I feel like you can't have them too low. It's like, you can't expect everyone to be like a douche and then not want to talk to anyone, or always aim for super low, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fail this test or something. Like, it's hard to get that balance of expectations, and I don't even know how to get to that balance, if there even is a balance of expectations. But I think making your goals, manifesting what you want, like, that energy and the universe is going to give you that. Like, as long as you keep working and putting your action in, you're going to get that goal. You're going to get that future. But I think you got to realize what good expectations are and bad expectations are. You know, you can't expect everything to happen immediately, everything to be perfect, everything to be glamorous. And it's hard for me sometimes. I'm a pretty optimistic person. I don't really like realistic, because if I like, I feel like being stuck in a realistic perspective, you're not gonna go, like, really try to go anywhere. You know, you just fit in. You know, you're happy where you are. And I know I can do a lot more, and I know that manifesting my goals and putting action towards them, I'll be able to get where I want. So I like being optimistic in that way. You know, I like dreaming. I like having that dream. You know, turning that dream into reality, not living in reality and pushing away my dreams. So I think expectations for getting the reality you want, the goals you want, what you want to manifest, that's a good expectation. But know that you will never know when you will get it. And I said this in a past video. You have to worry about the what, not the when. Because the when is going to come. You just have to make sure to put the action in and know what you want. And you're like, I'm still working at that. But I already have, you know, a good amount of, like, kind of goals. You know, I know what I want right now. And it might change in my future. I'm not too sure. But right now I know what I want. And it's not like, you know, I'm not having the expectations that I'm going to fail. You know, my expectations are high because I want to succeed. So I think using your expectations is a good thing. But you can't expect everything to be perfect, you know? Like, failure, learn from it. Some certain weird energy people, like, try not to worry about it. You know, cut the energy almost immediately. You know, as soon as I came home today, literally right after the gym, I ripped that up. And that was partially school energy, but in my head it was like, nah, that was kind of hurt, because I just needed to get that, not off my chest, but off my chest, you know. Have good expectations for you. Expect the dreams and the goals to happen, but they're only gonna happen if you put in the work. And negative expectations, you gotta realize when they appear and how to shut them down. Don't expect to fail. Don't expect to lose, because you can win every time. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. And that's the first semester of high school done. Kind of weird. But also, I'm happy that that stuff is done with. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.